You gotta get good at this stuff. This is the stuff you're gonna need to know.
Yeah.
Okay. First one, there's an active and a passive portion. Starts with the letter F. 2 syllables.
Like I said, I don't remember anything.
Okay, maybe you should have like a notepad or something and write this stuff down. Because you're gonna need to know this.
I'm not good at memory. I'm just hands-on knowing how to do this.
Okay.
Like if you tell me like the blocking and all that and what to do and move, I'll
Okay.
remember all that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Well-
how I do it.
Well, we're gonna need to have a dialogue to
Okay.
where we should talk about this stuff.
Okay.
Because if like you're working with the horse and I yell out friendly, that
Okay.
you know what to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So friendly game is active and passive.
Okay.
And we did friendly game in 2 different ways.
Okay.
Do you remember what they are?
No.
Okay. You definitely need a notebook.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we did one where we take an object to the horse, and we did another one where we're taking a horse to an object. Okay. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you can learn to do that not. I can have you do that in your own time. Like just look it up and write it down.
I think I
or
just
something.
did it the wrong way. Instead of forward, do it backwards. I got it.
It was just
Zero.
that it was up here
Yeah.
above the loop, and then it'll slip and all over the place. Okay.
Yeah.
Then game number 2, named after an animal, starts with the letter P.
Progressive.
A what?
I said progressive.
It's named after an animal.
I really don't. I don't remember.
Hair,
any of
skin,
it.
muscle, bone.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay. Porcupine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what the purpose is of porcupine?
Move off pressure.
Yes.
Yeah. I do
Okay.
remember that.
All right. We got one. The game number 3 was starts with the letter D. So we move the horse away from rhythmic pressure. Driving.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So friendly, porcupine, and driving. Those are called the principal games. Those are the ABCs.
Okay.
The 4, 5, 6, and 7 are the ones that we need to eventually get to.
Okay.
But today we're going to put games 1, 2, and 3 to a purpose, which is the trailer.
Okay.
Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is like I did with day 1 with Daisy, we're gonna make sure that your games work. Now I know that hers are fine.
Yep.
You're not gonna have any trouble with her at all.
Yep.
And frankly, I probably shouldn't have any trouble with Daisy either. But if you go to a place and it's a thunderstorm and there's all these people running around and there's a grizzly bear chasing you down, like this isn't going to work as well. So you have to have some skills to make it work. Okay, all right. So game number 1, the friendly game, is about making sure that the horse can tell the difference between actions that you do that are meaningful and actions that you do that are nonsense. And that was about like being able to take your energy up and down. And that, I think, of all the things that you have a problem with, that's your hardest one. Because if you get emotional, everything that you do seems really, like even when you're like, you're okay, you add a lot of energy to it.
I'm not like that just with the trailer. Otherwise,
Okay.
yeah, it's just with the trailer, seriously.
Well, the trailer is the biggest problem.
Yeah, I know
So,
that. I know.
so yeah, we got to work on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Problem.
All right.
I did
So,
that.
okay. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that your equipment does not bother her. Okay. So you can let the rest of your rope hang down on the ground because you don't want to make like a safety situation, because when you send her into the trailer, you're not going to want to have a bunch of rope in your hand, because if you have a hard time getting it out, it could wrap around your hand, or she could hit the end of the rope and then think you want her to back up.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a hard thing to get used to.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. But
I
that's
know.
why the ropes are so heavy. There's specific ropes made for this
Okay.
so that you can feel them. All right, so we're going to take your stick and string. We'll go back to your assignment that you had with the
Should I be doing this to your?
Yep, so let's do it. All we're doing is we're making sure that she's not jumpy or worried at all.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. Okay, so because she's reacting a little bit, you're just going to keep going until she stops reacting, and then you're going to back off.
Okay.
Daisy gets a gold star. She didn't do a darn thing at all.
Your horse is eating.
Yep. There you go. So you just keep going until she realizes that you're just swatting flies. There you go. Yep.
Kate. Kate. Oh, I'll do
You
it.
can take your hand and kind of bump on the rope a little bit if you want to, just as long as you don't
There,
stop with
that
the
was
stick.
good.
Yeah, where I just went like this and she stopped.
Yeah, but you don't want to stop with the stick.
Oh, I didn't. I just went like this.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
But
okay.
when you stopped with the stick, then told her to stop.
Oh, got
Yeah.
it, got it, got it.
You want to
Okay.
make sure that she works through that.
Okay. So try it again.
Yeah.
So keep
This
on.
time I don't think she's going to move anyway. There you go. Okay, so keep on going with the stick, but give her a little bump on the rope.
What do you mean? This
Like
right?
pull on the rope a little bit, but don't stop what you're doing with the stick.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, bump her again with the rope. There you go. A little harder. Kind of like patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time.
Okay.
There you go.
It's hard too.
Yep.
It's uncomfortable.
Okay. Use your rope to get her to stop. That's it. Good. A little harder.
Okay.
Don't stop with your stick. That's it. That's it. Keep going with your stick.
Oh, keep going.
There you go.
Yep.
Until it's been. There you go. There. Now you can stop.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Yep.
Okay, I get it now.
Because you helped her understand that you weren't talking to her. You weren't telling her to go.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
Very,
Okay.
very good.
Makes
Okay.
sense. Yeah.
Yep.
This is better hands-on.
Yeah.
For me, it is.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is porcupine, and that's the one where we moved her away from, go backwards this way. We moved her, led her by the foot, put your head down, all of that good stuff. Yep, where this horse is the most sticky is in the front end, so that's the one that I want you to work on the most.
Okay, what am I doing right
so
here?
one hand here, and we're going to ask the horse to yield the front end a little
Okay,
bit.
okay. I think I'm doing this right.
There you go.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So well, keep her going.
Oh, okay. How far
Yeah,
am
we're
I
gonna
going?
go a whole 360.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Very nice.
Yep.
Good. All right, let's do the other side. Yep.
Oh, you gotta quit eating grass, honey. Okay, you got that.
So now this side on Daisy
Yeah.
is like moving a truck.
She's got, not making excuses, she actually does have a bad shoulder though. And seriously,
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. Like I have a bad shoulder too. I've got everything. Yeah, no,
Yep.
this is dominant behavior. Because, there you go. Because she could move just off of a touch, but she kind of chooses to stand her ground, and she's worse on this side.
Which is typical anyway, right?
It depends. So, what I notice is that, like, most people handle their horse on the left side. So, if people are, like, I've handled her more on the left side, so she's lighter and softer and more sensitive on the left side because I've worked her more on that
Okay.
side. This side I haven't as much. But, like, if your horse is terrified to move away from pressure on the left side, but they're not at all on the right, what's that say about the way that that person's been working with that horse?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So sometimes what they do from left to right is kind of a clue. There you go. So you see how I release the moment that she gives me a little bit of effort?
yeah.
Okay? There are two ways that people get really stuck on this.
Okay.
Number one, okay, this horse doesn't move very well, right?
Yeah.
So I know for a fact that if I just touch her lightly, she's not going to do anything.
Okay.
So what people do is they just skip that step and they start like, move out of the way, and that's going to make her more bracy.
Yeah.
Okay? The second mistake that people make, that time she moved.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I didn't think she would, but at least she had the chance to do the right thing. The second thing that people do is they don't release on tiny tries. Kind of like, well, if you're going to be a brat about it, now you're going to go around in circles for a mile. And I want to release her. Even on that, I'll take that. this one because it's not so easy with yours. All right.
Come on, Daisy.
And she may give you a little bit more attitude than me because she's not used to you doing things that are dominant with her. So she
Okay.
gets a little bit more offended by it.
Okay, so what am I doing?
The same thing.
Okay. Which part?
Move the front end left and right
Okay. So
using steady pressure.
I don't really need this.
Nope.
And we're going in a circle.
Yep.
Am I doing it?
Yep. You just gotta stand your ground. Wait till she gives. A little bit more right hand. There you go. Give. Right
Oh, okay.
there. There you go. Give. Stop.
Okay.
Because she did it.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know if we were going around in circle.
You are.
Oh, okay.
But she tried. That was the first step that she took in the right direction.
Okay, got it.
So you want to, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That I think is a really big contributing factor to all of this.
Okay.
Is that she's not getting the release at the slightest try.
Okay.
That you kind of get a little greedy and you ask for too much. So even with this horse that's completely finished, I'll touch her and let go. If she's trying to do it, I'm going to let her go. Just in the same way that, like, if you were trying to put your hands where they belong and you're trying to put pressure on, I'm not going to start yelling at you, put your hands there, start putting, you'd be like, I am. Shut up, leave me alone, right? Okay, so I'm only going to give you feedback if you're making a mistake. And so the same thing goes with the horse. If I'm going to put pressure on her, that pressure means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. So if I want her to start doing a circle and she's standing still, I'm going to put some pressure on. As soon as she's trying to do that turn, I'm going to take my pressure off. Now there she's trying to walk forward, so there I'm going to put some pressure on. Walk the circle. And you can get to the point where you don't have to put any pressure on at all. She'll just walk around in a circle. You don't even have to do anything.
Okay.
But if she stops circling, then yeah, I'll bring my hand in.
Okay.
So just because you take the pressure off doesn't mean that you can't ask for another step or another. It just means that you have to recognize that it's a try.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's try the other side. Ooh, good. Yeah, that was great.
Yep.
And so if you could get just a couple of little steps like that, well, heck yeah, you could. If you wanted 50 steps, I think you could have done it.
Okay.
Yep.
I stopped.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. That is just perfect. Okay. So the next one, here, I'll give you this stick. This one's closer to me. The next one is the driving. That's moving away from rhythm. And I think the first thing we're going to do is going backwards. Okay. So we'll switch horses here in a second.
Okay.
But what I want you to do is just see how little rhythm you can put in there to get her to move.
Oh, I shouldn't have moved though. I need to stay in spot, don't I?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, just see how little it takes to get her to go back.
Do you want me to keep on doing it?
Yeah, it's just that, like let's make it the goal that you're gonna get her to walk backwards all the way to the end of that rope.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep, so every time she makes a little try, you're gonna put that rope down.
Okay.
Relax. Yeah.
Okay.
If she stops trying, get a little bit busy again. Yep. Really good. Really good.
Hey,
Okay, 'cause that's how you're going to get her out of the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because before you never had to cue her to get out of
Yeah.
the trailer. You just opened the door and prayed to God.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Now you'll actually have to say, you may exit the trailer right this way.
Okay. And so, quick question: is this going to be staying where in like a rope? Cause a lead rope, or I mean, I'm gonna need one longer than this, or at least this.
Yeah, I load mine with 22 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll have to get one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is kind of your essential equipment.
Yeah.
I mean, can you do it without it? Yes.
Well, it's gonna be too hard. I'm not even gonna go.
Could I drive to the cities in a golf cart? Yes.
Definitely.
I think my lunge rope will work
You know,
until, won't it?
I wouldn't at all because it's too light.
Where am I gonna get one like this by Monday?
Guess you could order one.
I won't get it on Monday.
No, it won't be here on Monday. But
Mine got here pretty quick though.
Yeah,
It wasn't
quick.
2 days, but it was
It's
3 or 4.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah. If there's a lady that Jen uses that makes them.
Yeah, she's in Ohio. She's awesome. Okay, all right. So the next thing that we're gonna do is moving her hind end and her front end with rhythm. So the hind end, first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna aim. Remember, this is the one where you tap. There's 4 taps. Do you remember what they are?
Yeah, I remember.
What do you tap first?
Well, I don't remember. I just remember how to do it.
Can you describe it?
Yeah, one is soft,
Uh-huh.
and then a little harder,
Yep.
harder, and then if they don't move, harder. 4.
Right.
Yeah, I know there's 4, and then you stop.
Yep. The first one is the most important because the one in the very first one, you don't touch the horse. You tap the
Yeah,
air.
you go like this.
It's not that. That's one of the things that I remember talking to you specifically about last time.
Okay.
Is that you want to tap the air around specifically the hindquarters. Going just like, ugh, like is not going to do anything. It's
Okay.
just going to scare her.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to be able to direct it at something. Just like if I wanted her to go backwards, I'm going to tap the air in front of the chest.
Okay.
If I want her to go that way, tap the air. Kind of like you're trying to push a balloon around the room without
Okay.
touching it, you know?
Okay.
See that?
Oh yeah, I remember you did that. Yep.
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 Okay.
That was kind of the foundation of the first day.
That's a foundation of how you're going to get her in the trailer.
Okay.
Because as soon as you try to pull her into the trailer,
It's not gonna
we're
work.
going to, yeah. Well, it might work, but somebody might go to the hospital.
Yeah.
You might get her in the trailer. I mean, people do it all the time. But then they usually end up here. Oh, okay. So, that a girl. So, all I want you to do is move 5 ways. I want you to move the shoulders left and right,
Okay.
the hips left and right, and her head backwards.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, with this horse here.
Yep.
Okay.
She can stop digging out for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. So should I move her more over here?
You can go wherever you want. I'll stay out of your way.
Okay. So I'm going
So, which body part first?
right here.
Shoulders?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we're going to move her shoulders towards the barn.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't hit, right?
Right, just tap the air. There you go. And
I
now
go.
tap her. And you're going to have to move your feet kind of over there a little bit more. That's
Okay.
it. Good. There you go.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Easy.
Leave it. Yeah.
Got to be a little bit. Okay, and then the haunches. She's really bored by this.
Yeah, I
She's
know.
like,
I remember you said
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Okay.
This horse is still like, oh my god, this is so fun.
Yeah. What,
Yeah. Okay.
What was the haunches again? I don't know.
Left or right.
Okay. Right here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Horse is eating too much.
Hey, that's fine. You just
Yeah.
tap her.
Yeah.
There you go. Tap her a little harder. Yeah, I don't really care that she's fit. There you go.
I'm moving.
Okay. Now she walks forward. You can use your little wiggle on the rope. That's it. Good. Okay. Then ask her to yield those hindquarters again.
Yeah. Okay. Should I
Because
go
that
to
was
the
a pretty lame response on her part. Okay. So wiggle with your rope. So wiggle. That's it. Harder. There you got her attention.
Okay.
There.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And then the other side, shoulders and haunches.
Oh my. Yeah. I'm bored too. Oh.
Good. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. And haunches. Give a little wiggle on the front. Like like she's trying to keep her front feet still. That's it. And the haunches rotate around it. Yep. That's a good yield right there.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Okay. Daisy's so cute. She's just like, I get a gold star with this. I've been practicing all week. Kate's like,
Your
whatever,
course is a
New
finished
Jack.
course on this.
All right.
Okay, let's switch. Daisy Doodle. Now I get to try you because see how this works. Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Good.
Now I'm gonna stop. Yep.
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay, and go on the other side.
I would get the shoulders too.
Okay. Oh,
You know,
yeah.
when you do the shoulders,
Yeah.
think like you want the shoulders to move, but not the haunches. Like
Okay.
come in like that way.
Okay.
You know where you're, yeah, and then you got to step forward
Okay.
so that you
Right in
give her a
front
little bit
it?
of move. Well, just so that you, like if she moves, then she'll pull on the
Oh,
rope, and then
okay.
she'll think you want her to
Okay.
come back.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so put that energy a little bit more right here.
Okay. With the stick, right?
Yep. So you want to tap
Oh.
right there. Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Good.
Got it. Okay.
Yep, and then the haunches again. So try
Okay.
to keep the front feet still. And if they try to move, you can give her one of these. Yes.
Okay. she
Excellent.
did it. Okay.
Good.
That was good.
All right,
I'm
and then
happy with
we'll
it.
do
Go on
the other side.
Okay.
And just watch your rope that it doesn't end up wrapping
Yeah.
around your hand.
I know.
I think
Yeah,
that
it's the worst
minimum
part.
length to have here would be 14 feet. There you go. Good. So you see how like she recognizes that that's a signal to move,
Yeah. I
and
get
that
it.
she's very careful
Yeah.
to and I mean we each have like a different dialect,
Mhm.
kind of. You know, we use the stick in a slightly different way, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really
I mean-
matter. Get up your head. You're being ridiculous. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna bring Kate over to the trailer, and this will be our rough draft. You can make all your mistakes with this one.
Oh, great.
Okay. She'll make this pretty easy. Okay, so now that we're going back to the trailer, that right there is driving the front end. That's porcupine. Driving. Porcupine. Driving the front end.
Okay.
There we go. She's not used to being in a trailer that's really fancy. She's like, what the hell is this? Spaceship? Okay, so there's your friendly. Now we're going to drive her out. That little wiggle of the rope.
Oh, she's very slow.
Atta girl.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Switch.
Daisy Doodle, I'm gonna try this. Let's hope I don't screw up.
You can't screw that one up.
Oh, she's stepping on her reins.
That's all right. Porcupine game.
Yep.
I have her step on that stuff on purpose.
Okay, so.
All right. More front end.
Whoops.
So harder.
Okay, what am I doing here?
You did the right thing. You just didn't add enough pressure to motivate her to stop. That's it. Good.
Now.
There you go. Now you don't do anything
Okay.
because she's doing it. She's on her way. This is the part where you just have to be patient. There you go. And then direct her nose back into the trailer.
How do I direct it if it's off to the right?
You porcupine. So you give a little pressure. There you go.
Okay, and then.
Yep. And now you don't do anything. Little driving on the front end there, up by the eye. Tell her to look in the trailer.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yep. A little more. There you go. And then pull her a little bit.
What do you mean?
Pull the rope. A little porcupine pressure on the halter. pull her back to the center. That's it. There you go. And then drive her nose again.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly. Okay. Now you can drive her forward. Haunches forward.
Was it this?
Yep. There you go. Good. Leave her alone. Perfect. This is great because, like, Daisy sees that trailer and she's like, oh my gosh, I know how to do this. This horse has never seen your trailer.
Well, yeah, it's a total different thing.
Yep. So drive right there.
Yeah.
So that actually, you used porcupine pressure there. You
Is that
used
right?
a steady, well, it's fine. Yeah. I think it's a little bit less effective than using driving. So like right there, give her a pull. That's it. Good. So right now, because this horse is really trained to find a target,
Yeah.
the moment her eyeballs turn, you got to be quick to go, no, don't look there, don't look there. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yep. Yep. And now I think you can ask her to step forward
How would you do that?
with the stick over by her tail. Yep.
Right here?
Yep. There you go. Good. And remember, it's just 4 taps. The air,
Okay.
tap, tap harder, tap pretty darn hard.
Okay.
Okay. Up with the eye, tap, tap, tap.
What is it right here? I'm supposed to tap?
Nope, the nose. Pull a little bit right there. All right. And go ahead and send her in. So tap the air around her butt. Tap her butt. Tap it harder. There you go. And then release. Because she's
She's pulling
trying to go
on
in.
it.
Good. Now you want to release a little bit of rope. Okay, give her a little pull right there.
Okay.
A little quicker. There you go. And go ahead and ask her to go in again. Tap the air. Tap her. Give her a pull on the rope. Yep. Good.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Got it.
Yep. There, then just give her a little rub on the butt.
How do you know? Like she's stepping on the rope right now on the front.
Maybe she is.
Well, how?
What difference does it make?
Well, how does it work if they're stepping and I'm supposed to give pressure on? You know what I mean?
To back her out?
Yep.
Oh, as soon as she started to,
Don't poop on my thing. Oh, damn it.
as soon as she feels the wiggle,
Yeah.
she can feel the vibration. She'll move.
Would you like me to go get a rake or a shovel?
No, I'll get it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty picky on stuff, as you can tell. I
Okay.
wouldn't care about the other one, but this one is like, too much money involved. Okay, now just kind of.
Yep, wiggle. Good.
Good, you went over it.
Okay.
I'm gonna clean this up.
You want to try it with Daisy now?
Yeah, but I'm gonna clean up the poop,
Okay.
so I don't want it flies.
You can just
get
leave her be.
She's kicking with flies.
I feel really good about my horse and children. Thank you so much.
I think I remember telling you that.
That's when you problem when you start upgrading to this
I
stuff.
know.
You guys laughing at me?
No. Laughing up the poop.
Yeah.
I have one that used to poop in the stable out in the pasture, and then he decided to start dropping them in the wash stall, and then that lasted about 3 weeks.
He
Now
poops everywhere.
he poops in the arena.
Uh-huh.
And Larry and I were talking about this last night. So ever since he got up on the pedestal, I went into shock.
Uh-huh.
I'm still not out of it because I keep forgetting things. I'm forgetting my carrot stick. I'm forgetting.
Oh,
It's fine.
oh, this little girl's a poopaholic.
Yep.
She poops all the time.
It's funny because, like, I feel like Valor,
What's that?
her horse, is Valor.
Oh, okay.
He is like when you first start dating somebody. Like,
Yeah.
you pee with the door closed.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
And now he's just like, I gotta poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just poop right here. I don't
Yeah.
even care. It's like the honeymoon's over.
Yep.
Yeah, and now he's just disgusting.
Yeah, and I can just imagine if he was getting oats every day. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's just eating grass.
Okay, my turn.
So,
All right.
Well, Miss Daisy.
I'll get her out of your way.
Yeah, it's this little girl poops. You can guarantee a poop every time you go in the trailer when she loads. And my where I'm at, they're like, don't put shavings in. I'm like, no, I'm
grab
putting
this.
shavings in.
This
stepping on it.
is so wet, but I
I
don't
know.
care.
I don't care either.
All right. Same thing.
I'm not gonna move.
Oh, who's that? Older guy.
Can I get closer in?
Older guy with the mustache.
Hi, Rob. Get a new car? Get back. Get a new car? I've never seen you like walk around like dressed like a normal person.
Nice.
Sorry, I'll go that way.
Yeah.
Uh,
There you go.
pretty good.
Beautiful.
There you go.
There. You
Nice.
just rub her on the butt.
Up.
That's all right. Just
Should
rub
I-
her. Just
should
rub
I-
her as she's walking out. Rub her.
Huh?
Rub her.
Okay, I can't hear. We'll put her back in.
What's happening, Rob?
Just came out to drop some paperwork off to Kathy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there's a property one over that's for sale, huh? Two
Is it
over?
really?
Yep.
Hey, good job.
Yeah,
Yep.
Larry almost talked me into driving down the dirt road to see what was there.
Perfect. Oh, you wiggled.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, so when you were letting the rope out of your hand, you kind of did it like this.
Okay, and she knew that.
She might have misinterpreted that as to stop. Perfect. And
Oh,
then
nice.
just rub her on the butt.
Mommy's proud of you.
This is very good.
Damn.
Just coming
I
out.
told her to back up.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm going to give you a challenge.
oh really?
Yes.
Okay.
In any direction, northwest, east, or south, get 4 feet farther from that spot than you are right now.
Okay, no problem. I'm Can I
Everything going okay?
Yeah, I haven't used the Bobcat since
Mommy's gotta
Since
learn
you
this
fixed
with
it.
you, and
Okay.
Mommy can't be screaming anymore. She's gotta be calm with you.
There you go. Good. Oh, good job. It looked right there like you really wanted to like keep your stick going, and then you're like, no, I have to wait. There you go. Don't get greedy. Just rub her. You can rub her with the stick. Just give her a little scratch on the butt. There you go. Just remember, what is she most afraid of about this trailer?
Backing up.
No.
The butt bar.
No.
What?
You're going to trap her.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she will do this probably for a long time, where she will go in the trailer and then look back at you like you're not gonna lock me in, right? You know.
So
And
do I-
every time she goes in there and has a really good experience, it's gonna cease to be a problem. Like every time you go to the doctor's office, they give you a bunch of shots and you have a super painful, scary experience, you're gonna get scared to go to the doctor.
Should I have let her back up?
Yes, every time.
Okay. Because why? It's
Because
not a-
she's testing to see if she's trapped.
Okay.
And every time that she realizes that she's not trapped, it
it's better
gains her confidence.
Okay. Should we
Yeah,
try it
so
again?
that's
Okay.
So that's why when you're little, every time you go to the dentist, you get like a little toy. Every time you go to the doctor, you get a Wally Pop, Makes it into a better experience.
Oh yeah.
What doctor did you go to?
Right,
I don't
You
remember
didn't get
that.
a lollipop?
I never
That
liked
a
them.
girl.
Those things never worked for me.
We got dragged in and locked in a chair.
Right?
And should I not get greedy or should
Don't
I just...
ever get greedy.
Okay.
Anyway, see ya.
It's looking good around here.
Huh?
Looking good around here. We've been busting our butts.
Good. Not that you're busting your butt. It's looking good. I suppose one means the other, so.
So the only time that you're going to ask her to go a little farther is if you feel like she's just kind of just standing there.
Well, she's just...
All right? So you can ask her for more.
There she goes.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Tap, tap, tap. Good girl. Okay, now that was interesting. Did you notice how she kind of slipped right there?
She did.
And for a moment, she's like, oh my God, it's happening. I'm getting stuck. She had that moment where she almost got scared and then went, nah, it's just the ramp. I think I'm okay. If that would have happened, I think 3 or 4 days ago, I think she'd have bolted out of that trailer. Because like, when you've been trapped and trapped and trapped and trapped, and like that's been your experience, which has probably been her experience her entire life.
Yeah, before I got her it was.
Right.
I had problems. since
That's
I
what
got
everybody does, is by the time they finally get the horse in the trailer, all right, shut the door,
her.
right?
Yeah.
All right, so,
I'm gonna try it a couple more times.
oh yeah, try it over and over and over.
If you don't mind, I mean.
No, this is your time to put your new knowledge to practice. Yeah. And this will be great too if you ever end up on the trail and you run into a river crossing that's really scary, or you know, something that really bothers her, a bridge that's really narrow. You'll have the ability. Kate, you are just being the most annoying horse ever right now. Off the rope. Get over there. You're supposed to be like the good one. Knock it off. Good job.
She got stuck on the rope.
Yep, that's
well,
okay.
and it's not a bad thing. Because you remember when I first went to ask her to put her head down from the feeling of the halter?
Yeah.
And she was like, "Ah, you're gonna strangle me."
Yep.
Well, remember when we stopped that? All I had to do is put a little pressure behind her ear, and she knew what to do.
Okay.
So if she steps on the lead rope, I'm not saying that she might not have an initial like, "Oh no, I'm being strangled," but
Yeah.
it'll quickly go to, "Wait a minute. I think
Yeah.
all I have to do is do this." Yeah.
Should I not get greedy at all?
You can push her forward when you feel like she's just standing there.
Okay.
And you'll know when you got greedy because you'll make her a little bit more skeptical of you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, like here, you could ask her. There you go. Good. And then just rub her. Okay, now this time, if she goes to back up, I want you to just tap her kind of gently right on the bottom of her butt. You know, like right where the butt bar would touch her pretty much.
What do you want me to do?
If she backs
If she
up.
tries to back up, I want you to just try to give her a little tap tap on the butt and see if you can get her to gently come forward.
Okay.
If she does not, then just keep tapping gently. There you go. Good.
Okay, I got it.
So you see what I mean? It takes her a second to
Yeah.
go from to oh wait, that's right. That I know how to get away from that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the biggest reason that you had an issue with the butt bar is because she felt trapped, and in that case, the horse feels trapped.
Yeah.
They will go through barbed wire. They will go through glass. They will go through walls. They are in a full-blown panic mode. And I mean, honestly, if your life was in danger, if someone was gonna shoot you, hunt you down, tell me you wouldn't jump out a 10-story window to get away.
9/11.
Yeah.
People jumped 90.
People jumped out of that building. Because logic goes all out the window. You know, do you remember that movie Jackass?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a scene in that movie where they did it was kind of more towards the end, but they did a fake burglary where they fell through the ceiling. You remember that? Where it was an office building that was below a jewelry store. And so they staged a fake robbery where these 3 robbers like fell through the ceiling, and there was a guy working in that office.
Oh, nice. That was nice.
There's a guy and a girl, and the girl just sat at her desk, just like frozen. And the guy, as soon as there was a noise, he just jumped up out of his chair, almost ran straight into a wall and out into a street. You know, like it wasn't logical thought. So if she panics, she's not going to be able to have logical thought. The question is, how far is she going to go until her brain kicks back on? Yeah. All right. I'm going to switch horses with you again. She's not really doing anything right now. We're going to play with the butt bar.
Okay. She did really good. I'm really proud.
You did really good.
You did good.
Yeah. I'm hands-on. I'm sorry. That's how I work.
All right.
I'm not good with words, but I remember. Visual. I tell everyone that. Visual.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah, I got Jennifer helping me, so.
You know, the best part about learning this stuff is next time you run into somebody on the trail,
There's lots of people.
you are going to be like, oh, honey, you are doing everything wrong. Like, all of us, the only downside to working in this way and understanding it is that when you go to like horse shows, trail rides and stuff, you're just going to be like, oh my God, those people are going to die. And when you watch really good people work, like when you get to watch, you know, you watch like the videos and the demos and all these like famous horse trainers, you're going to be like, anybody can do that.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know where to go for it, Jennifer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem. Like, seriously, before I reached out, I asked at least 25 people. My old trainer didn't have a clue because no one wants to deal with it because of liability.
Okay, so we've got a pop quiz question for you.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's a driving game right there.
okay.
What game is this?
Oh, I don't remember.
It's only one of 3.
I don't know. Noise.
I'm not going to help you
Yeah,
cheat.
I don't know.
This is.
You'll learn it better if you.
Yeah, I agree.
Now we're driving. Good girl. Well, that was some effort. Come on.
Oh, interesting.
This is taking an object that she's got some history with,
Yeah.
bring it to her.
Yeah, okay,
And then
got
take
it.
it away. Yup.
So she can feel the
So-
pressure.
Well, she's
No, it's just that literally this noise.
makes her crazy.
You know, this is probably the 20th time that I've worked on this noise.
Yeah. I noticed that with the front chest bar too. She freaks
Yep.
out on the noise. My other trailer was or I took that divider out so I had no noise.
Yep.
None. It was silent.
So, what do you think would happen if I just skipped that step, just stuck it up there?
Oh, she'll freak.
Yep.
Yeah, she'll freak. There's no doubt. I mean, she's hesitant now. Look at her.
Yep. And you see how she's like, she's not committed to running out of the trailer. She's just going to see if she needs to.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep. And as soon as she goes, oh, she's just petting the butt bar. She's not doing anything to it. Then I take my hand off.
Okay. No, what did you say? When do you take your hand off?
as soon as she.
relaxes. So like
Okay,
right now
okay,
she has a
got
bunch
it.
of hay in her mouth and
Yeah.
she's like,
Oh, food. Yeah. Okay.
she's not eating it.
Okay.
She's concerned.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to keep doing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's really tight. Her breathing is tight.
Can you hear it?
You'll have to work with her. You'll
Yeah,
work with
I'll
her a little
know.
bit and you'll start picking up on the
Yeah.
cues.
Did you go through the same thing?
Oh yeah, I'm still going through it.
Okay.
That's how I got thrown. I didn't pay attention. Well, I did.
There. She started chewing, licking her lips. Her ears relaxed. Her eyes started blinking.
As soon as their emotions come
Okay,
down.
so when she starts to back up like that, you just let her back up?
You can. If she's panicky, definitely let her out of the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do though if, okay, this system is kind of tricky. You got a pin, you got to put it in. I mean, it does make noise when you put
I
it
got to
down.
desensitize her to that noise.
Okay. And the ramp too. This is what happens. As soon as I take the ramp down, she goes boom on that butt bar.
Gotcha.
Yep, in the right door, and then you take the left, all hell breaks loose. I mean, it's been a long. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
It's been a long process, but yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
so
mhm.
I'm not saying that she's never gonna make a mistake anymore.
Oh, I know that, Jennifer.
But what I think will be different
Mhm.
is that every time she did that before,
She'll
it
know.
was the I didn't want to have to do it that way, but I'm really glad I did because now I'm out of the trailer.
Yeah,
You know, it was like, well, that needed to happen. I needed to do that.
yeah.
Now if she does it, I feel like she's gonna go, that was dumb. I don't think I needed to do that.
Well, she knows she's getting hurt by it also.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about her getting hurt, and I'm being your way, is
Oh
that
no.
she gets frightened to go back in the trailer because she got hurt.
Right.
You know, and I don't want that to happen. That was like my last thing. It was like, okay, she got hit the butt bar and then she was getting fearful to go in, and it's like,
Yep.
that's not good either.
Right. What you'll be able to do now is not only will you be able to prevent more mistakes or keep it from being like really bad, but even if something does happen and she gets scared, I feel like she will recognize that that was probably an overreaction. She didn't need to do that. And if she's a little unconfident, you'll now know how to get her confidence back.
What if, and I shouldn't think this way, what if well, we can talk about it later. What do you do if she goes in panic mode and she wants to bust, she ain't gonna bust that back steel, she ain't gonna do it.
You get out of the way.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
And hopefully, with what we built in, her logical brain will kick back on pretty fast.
Okay,
Like even there, she went, I gotta get out! And I tapped her, she went,
Yeah.
nope, never mind.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm okay. She's able to interrupt herself a little bit more. Her motivation is different. Before, it was I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna freak out. I gotta get myself to safety.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to do that. I will run through whatever I have to do that. Now I feel like she's in a way more logical state. And the fact that she's stepping on this rope, like it doesn't make any difference at all.
well, what do you do, where do you put, okay, so if I order one of those, where do I put it in my trailer?
Oh, that'll be the last step.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll show you.
I'm way far ahead. Just thinking about that the other day. It's like, well, that's great, but where do I put it? You know, because I don't